is a bright 11th day of May 2018. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda, where we look at stories making headlines across the country. I am your host, Ruthi Nasiji. We kickstart off today's bulletin from Butaleja district. Rice farmers affected by the construction of Doho irrigation scheme have not been compensated. The revelation was made by Butaleja district woman member of parliament Millie Mugeni while addressing a meeting attended by the Parliamentary Committee on Natural Resources, Water Ministry officials, district leaders, contractors and rice farmers in Himutu sub-county. The officials were in Butaleja to monitor government programs. Mugeni said the construction started last year, but compensation has not been made. The scheme, which is funded by the African Development Bank in partnership with the government, is being constructed by DOT services. Mugeni said the farmers have been depending on growing rice for food and money to meet expenses like medical bills and school fees. We move on to Arua district, where Arua Hospital is struggling to contain the bulging number of patients from the local community and the refugees in West Nile region. Data indicates that last year 176,733 patients were attended to in the hospital in the outpatients department alone, while 22,939 patients were admitted, which is beyond the capacity of the hospital. The current bed capacity of the hospital stands at 278, which is not enough to accommodate the ever-increasing population of nationals and refugees. The hospital has only 13 doctors and 131 nurses. Solomon Osaken, the office of the Prime Minister desk officer in Arua, said Uganda currently hosts 1.4 million refugees. He said the majority of them have settled in the Western region in the district of Arua, Yumbe, Moyo, Koboko and Adjumani. Other districts in the region that are not hosting refugees but rather patients to the facility when their ailments can't be handled in the regional hospitals are Maracha, Nebe, Zombo and Pakwach. The news across the country continues, but let's take a quick look at what is making headlines in today's copy of the New Vision. The headlining story today is UN Center to remain in Entebbe. Also in the New Vision, land probe gets 18 more months. In the bid today, we have who started Luga Flow. More headlines more stories making headlines into this copy of the New Vision. We have police probes at 28 kidnap cases, issues hotlines. Inside the New Vision, you have investor to manufacture transformers and flat irons. Chambogo boss refuses to hand over office. An interesting story that you should read when you grab your copy of the New Vision. We have new era to strengthen China-Uganda cooperation. So every Friday we have the Harvest Money Pullout. The Harvest Money Pullout today has Reverend Chuanuka grows food for his schools. We also have urban farming will save your money. So those are all the stories you can read when you grab your copy of the New Vision. Remember, the Harvest Money Pullout is a guide to successful farming. As I had told you earlier, the beat has the headlining story in the beat is who started Luga Flow. We have an interesting picture here. We have it's called GNL Zamba and Babaluku here. We have Uganda Rap Pioneers. Where are they? So the beat has those details for you. The beat basically tells you what's happening in entertainment, the music world, and also what you should look out this weekend, the out and about, the events you should attend, and also some good movies you should watch during the weekend. Moving on, let's go straight to the before we go to the sports segment, part 2 of the reading series is also in today's copy of the New Vision. Remember, you're looking at Martin Alika. Martin Alika is also one of our historicals, and we have a reading series about him, and also the book he wrote, The Bell is Ringing. Yeah, moving on to the sports segment, bad knee. That's the headline today in the sports docket. We have the golden boy here, Joshua Cheptegei, and also Budo SS. Story on Budo SS is also right here. Then there is no room for error at the Wasika Arena. Those are some of the stories you should grab from the sports segment. Yeah, remember, the New Vision is only 2,000 shillings, and we are proudly the leading daily. Moving on to other stories making headlines across the country, let's go to Kamuli district. The primary school which Speaker of Parliament Rebecca Kadaga attended has not registered a first grade in primary leaving examinations for the last 18 years. Concerned, Kadaga wondered why Mbulamuti Primary School, despite having qualified her teacher and staff, continued to perform poorly. Calling it a big shame, the woman MP for Kamuli district called on all stakeholders to turn around this sad state of affairs. Kadaga said in court, "This is unbelievable. Where is the problem? My own school recording 0, 0, 0 and 0 close to 2 decades is outrageous." Kadaga made the remarks during the breaking of the ground for the construction of the new 4-classroom block and renovation of 6 classrooms at Mbulamuti Primary School in Mbulamuti sub-county on Monday. The development follows the heavy storm which blew the roofs of the classroom blocks in 2016, leaving hundreds of pupils without shelter. Finally, from Mbarara district, in 1964, the late Lazaro Kabwende asked his employers if he could settle on the land at Nsike Nyamitanga in Mbarara district. Kabwende, who was the diocese inspector of schools, had found it difficult to commute from his home in Igara, Bushenyi district. Permission was granted and he built a house, got married, stayed children, and set up gardens on the land. Kabwende died in the 1990s and was buried in Bushenyi. However, his wife and some of other family members were buried in Nyamitanga. Last month, the school started an eviction process where it fenced off the land with plans to exhume the bodies in the pipeline. In a letter dated April 16, 2018, Charles Mutemba, on behalf of the family, said they wanted the diocese to follow the provisions of the law in settling the dispute. He said Father Aloysius Kashamba ordered their tenants to vacate the premises. Mutemba said on April 11th, trucks delivered sand and aggregates to their home. He said the home led by Father Kashamba poured the building materials and blocked entrances to the houses. When we contacted Father Kasamba, he refused to comment on the matter. We have these details in today's copy of The New Vision. And that's all we had for you. Thank you for watching. Be sure to catch more news updates and other stories on New Vision TV by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug/video. I am Rathi Naseje.